It's time for us to review the front pages of the newspapers. And joining us is global journalist Habib Aruna. Good morning and thank you very much for joining us.
Mr. Habib Aruna, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for being
here.
Before we get into the papers, let's get your thoughts.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's very natural that way, John, what he just read. Succinctly, apt, and very instructive. But you see, my worry is...
There's no nation is an island.
My personal opinion anyway. There's nothing bad in bringing in a world power to our soil to teach us, to teach our military modern warfare, how to handle terrorism, how to handle kidnapping, how to handle banditry.
Sir.
My worry, however, is that they are coming to the country. Has it been debated as a National Assembly? What is the modalities? What is the role they are coming to play? Has it been well defined? Is it in line with our laws?
The rules of engagement.
Absolutely. What is the rules of engagement? We need to know what I'm here for. The last time I checked, I've not seen any press conference, any media parley addressed by the defense minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Minister of Information.
And National Security Advisor.
And National Security Advisor on what they are coming to do in Nigeria. If there's no well-defined, clear-cut thing they are coming to do. So that's my worry. But if you look at it on the surface level, that is really nothing bad.
Nah.
In having a world power,
I respectfully disagree with you, and I believe we're giving America too much credit. Because by saying a world power, as if the places they've been to, they've done a better job. America spent 20 years and trillions of dollars in Afghanistan only to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. They left with their tails stuck in between their legs when they left Bagram Air Base a few years ago. So that's just one of it. And as a student of history, as someone that follows history a lot, if you look at all the places that America has intervened militarily, they've always ended up worse off. So why are we not learning lessons from history? Former President Goodluck Jonathan, before the presidential elections, he lost to Muhammad Buhari. There was an uptick in violence in Boko Haram and terrorism just before the elections. And then we hired the services of certain South African mercenaries. They were able to deal with them decisively. Election held, they handed over to President Buhari. I'm not saying a nation is an island, but we've seen the way these people, let's not, because we have problems, now seek help that will put us in more trouble. We are hearing the communication from the United States. It's Christian.
I agree with what you are saying.
Yes, they're making it a religious.
But these people are not coming to Nigeria with their troops on the ground.
They are. Over 200 American soldiers in Nigeria.
It's a terrain I'm very used to.
But there are 200
terrain I'm diving into. That's my area, my masters. You see, they're not coming with their troops on the ground. They're coming to assist. Let me finish. They're coming to assist. In Iraq, they have troops on the ground. In Afghanistan, result of 911. In other places they've gone to, even in Gaza. But look at what they did in Gaza. Briefly, and they left. In Liberia, during the time of Ebola, they went there briefly and they left. They're not coming to stay here. And that's why I said my only worry is that there's no clear-cut definition
since the Christmas
of what they're coming to do here.
Why
so
has there been an
Nigeria. I don't think so.
No, since the Christmas Day bombings, why has there been an uptick in violence?
What we are saying is
in Nigeria,
the account of the Sokoto bombing, when they came into Sokoto, that you guys are killing Christians. So we open the door for them to see we're not killing Christians. At the same time, you can also come and help us to dislodge these people. They are not coming to stay.
And when you say they are training Nigerian troops, Nigerian military officers are some of the finest trained in the world. We have professional soldiers.
Just to help our soldiers. Look what they say very well. But my worry is that those in authority in Nigeria, and they should be debated at the National Assembly. Do we have the clear-cut definition framework of what they're coming to do? Won't it eventually be a base in Nigeria? That's the concern we should have.
Because there talks about having a refueling base
they're not coming to
in Nigeria.
You know what? Let's get into the papers properly and let our audience know that they can be a part of the conversation.
Nigeria is sweet.
We'll get to this Nigeria. Maybe we'll start soft.
This is very important.
Yeah, it is. Let's start a little softer. But we must mention to our audience that they can be a part of the newspaper reviews this morning. Just head to YouTube. We're streaming live on YouTube News Central TV Live to drop your thoughts. And let's begin with the Al Jazeera newspaper this morning, because I need to know what this means for the Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party. It says, Osun gubernatorial elections, PDP, Labour Party missing as INEC clears Accord, ADC, APC orders to display candidate details across local government areas. What we're seeing here is that two parties are conspicuously missing. They explained that only 14 political parties that successfully concluded their primaries and uploaded the names and particulars of their candidates within the commission's stipulated time frame will participate in the election.
This is why Governor Jackson Adeleke jackpot from the party. Because he had already seen the handwriting on the wall.
He could see the future. So let's get your thoughts on this.
No, he left the party because the party was in crisis.
Yeah.
The party was in factions.
Yes.
There's no way we would have been there to take that ticket. The effect is...
But is Governor Alex Oti watching this?
No.
Because he's still a member of the Labour Party.
The different scenario. PDP has been in shambles all this while. So I cannot contest under the auspices of a party that is in crisis, that has no leader. LP, they debate entirely. Because the court and INEC have recognized Nana Osman as the leader of the party. So that is different. And I'm sure Alex Oti and his handlers, they are watching closely. They are watching closely.
Mr. Alaban,
and he said he's the consultant. But in Osun State, they have election in August. Osun State is a state to watch by Nigeria. The state that the president comes from. Even though Lagos is his base.
His ancestral home.
But he came from Osun State. And the APC is not hiding their disposition to take over that state. You know, from a very popular governor. Dancing was popular. I went to school in that state. I was in there for 7 years, O&E-levels, Osun State. In a war. The man is very, very popular. So it will be difficult for you to dislodge him. But with the right candidate, APC picked the right candidate.
Who did they pick?
They call it Ambo.
Okay.
Was the commissioner under Adegbeshola from Ekire. It's popular. They did not use Oyetola. Oyetola is not getting too young. So they pick someone that...
Yeah, Oyetola is already occupied in the Ministry of Economy.
It was given federal appointment before he joined the race. So he had some money in his kitty to spend. And the president is fully behind him.
Is that why they are holding on the LGA funds? Or?
No, well, it's part of politics anyway. Part of politics. But the man should go to court. The delegate should go to court.
He has gone. He
spent more time in dancing.
And later
retracted. But the other side, they still did not do the needful.
But it will be a place to watch between Oyetola and that Ambo of a guy. You know.
It's not Ambody.
No.
A different Ambo.
I'm going to special. That's my guy.
Okay.
That's for life.
Okay, let's just take some stories on the front pages of the newspaper. Still on Al Jazeera newspaper, Akwa Ibom set to establish Electricity Regulatory Commission, concession power plant. Kaduna government launches gender-inclusive peace-building platform. Custom foils, cocaine smuggling. Hands over seized 1 billion naira package to NDLEA.
Every week.
Every week. Customs is working. And people are still smuggling. Why are Nigerian referees missing in major CAF and FIFA tournaments? Question mark. A big question that needs to be answered. Why e-transmission of results is not mandatory, Senate? Abuja residents groan under heat, power blackouts. Meanwhile, the Aso Rock is moving into the final
solar.
stage
They are
of
going
solar.
off-grid.
They are going off the grid.
I saw a picture of the Minister of Power, Mr. Adelabu, last week. They put it side by side, two pictures juxtaposed. It was clutching on his power bank.
Yeah,
but that one is normal now. That's an old one. It's an old clip.
But they put up a new, side by side, two different incidents.
The new one, no power bank.
Two power banks in his hand.
Two now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
as a minister of power, you have to be working with the instrument of office.
And Nigerians must realize at the end of the day that all power belongs to God. Let's have Uche calling from Abia State. Good morning, Uche.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please talk to us.
Yeah, my brother Benga, you forgot to mention Libya. Americans went to Libya. Where is Libya today? On it, they are coming to help us. There is a saying in my place. It is the rat that is inside. We'll call the rat that is outside. If our military do not do so certain, we are not going to win the war. America, they will leave us and go. We will remain the same. God bless you people.
And another thing to raise is the Leahy laws, America's own laws that said you would not sell weapons to countries with dubious human rights records.
Yeah.
You know, the United States, even when they finally sold Tupac Tucanos to us under President Trump, it has limitations on how do you sell something and then you tell me which geographical area I can use it in my country. And then the hypocrisy of that. America is giving Israel weapons of mass destruction that they are using to decimate Gaza. The leading genocide scholars have called what is happening in Gaza a genocide. And then how dare they talk about Leahy laws and human rights? Just brazen hypocrisy.
Don't go that side, bro.
Yeah. Okay, you know what?
Because it's about national interest.
Let's go to the hottest
let's talk about our own national interest.
And come back to our own national interest. And this time, we're looking at the front page of this Nigerian newspaper. On the front page of this Nigeria, wiretapping. El-Rufai fights dirty battle with Ribadu. It's dangerous for NSA's lines to be tapped. Ex-Kaduna governor alleges importation of toxic chemicals by Ribadu. Faces EFCC grilling today. He had said he would submit himself to the EFCC
on Wednesday he's
today.
going to the ICPC.
Yeah, recall that some days ago we did take it here on the show how he came into the country and there was an attempt to arrest him and he insisted on an arrest warrant and he's blamed the NSA, NSA for being behind that, I believe. But still, let's look at the other stories and then we'll come back to talk about the big one. FCT poll, I'll support only candidates that support Tinubu, says Wiki. Wiki is
which party?
It's confusing.
No, we need to know which party.
Do you understand? So that's what's confusing for me. He says it's normal, but he's still advocating for the PDP.
But which party does he belong to?
Why is he still advocating for the PDP?
He has told you clearly that...
Continue the review.
I think we should stick on the El-Rufai.
Let's start with El-Rufai since we don't have enough time. Let's get your thoughts on El-Rufai and then we can come to Wiki if we have time.
You see, El-Rufai, as a political reporter, is someone I've known for long. Interviewed. And when my dad was in government, we flew twice to Kaduna. Twice. We even slept there once. Because ever was the governor of Kaduna, a strategic state in the north, actually northwest. This man was to be, this man, don't forget, came out during the heydays of Buhari. The power must move to the south. So the determination of El-Rufai and the way he was insisting, power was moved to the south, that made the guys in the north to keep quiet. That yes, let's give it that thought. Implicitly, they now agreed that power must move to the south. It was based on that Tinubu got a ticket. And El-Rufai joined the campaign. Remember the famous video in London at Chatham House?
Yes.
They made the dinner.
Delegates.
Can
you also remember Golololo Buga?
That's it now.
And where
so at the end of the election, we were expecting that.
He'll be a minister.
He'll be a minister.
Or maybe the Secretary General.
He'll be the minister of power. But power play.
Power change hands.
Power play between Ribadu and the presidency. Ribadu is interested in a post-Tinubu presidency. And El-Rufai too is a man that of forces that you cannot trust. One is very amiable, two is very intelligent, and the first class. All this are very.
Yeah.
And at ABU, is someone that you know is in the room.
All right, let's pause.
We're enjoying this story,
we have a
let's
call
just
from
pause.
Kingsley.
We're coming back to play.
Kingsley is calling from Lagos. Good morning, Kingsley.
Hello, Kingsley.
Kingsley, please call back. It seems there's been a disconnection between Kingsley. Let's quickly take a few comments from Instagram and then we'll come back, from YouTube rather, and then we'll come back to talk here. Frank Obute says, this is what data boys will call master strategy. Animals in human skin. Animal they wear agbada kind of politicking. I think this is in reference to one of the stories we took in our wake-up conversations. Annie Chinedu Brown says, imagine hearing from Al Jazeera that Agungu Fish Festival took place, a testament that insecurities are waning. Olumide Alade says, Nigerian politicians continue to speak passionately about the country's sovereignty, but can we truly claim sovereignty when bandits and criminal groups still terrorize communities across the nation? How sovereign is a country that struggles with persistent insecurity and to date has provided no lasting solutions? It's a painful contradiction and one that leaves many citizens questioning the true state of our nation. Olumide Alade says. Prince Ajibade says, Benga and his colleagues, please help us ask AEDC why they keep charging us as Band A when we can all see that there's no light. These are the comments. Please keep the comments coming. I will take them here on.
Well, sorry.
YouTube. We are not sorry because we are not the ones that
No, we're telling them we're sorry on their behalf.
No, I cannot say I'm sorry on their behalf. I'm not sorry on their behalf. They should come and defend themselves.
Today is Monday, and the former FCT minister and also Kaduna State Governor is meant to appear before the EFCC. And we now have this wiretapping episode and his squabbles with the...
I was saying, you see, El-Rufai is someone that he understands the game. He's a theatrist. He knows how to use the media to his advantage. So when he came in, they were not able to arrest him. Because his supporters went to the airport. He said, no, show us the arrest warrant. Now he escaped. Then what he did was to move media rounds. ALJAZIRAH, BBC, Allies, on the television. It was everywhere on TV. And it was, as usual, loquacious. Talking without looking at the implication of what he was saying. That they know how to tap the phone of the NSC. The NSC does not use ordinary phone.
No, he didn't say he tapped it directly.
No, he said they know how to get it. They asked him, they said, we know how to get it. He said, this thing is not difficult.
So these things have national security implications. How can they
will need to invite him and tell us.
An NSA be tapped? The same way they stole his Hilux in the National Mosque in Abuja.
The next thing he said that.
So should Nigerians have confidence in the NSA?
Have they been found?
No, that is by the way.
Are we sure that the NSA is capable of protecting Nigerians? If the allegations of tapping his phone...
It's not political.
Okay, how about the Hilux that they stole?
Pardon?
The Hilux. The NSA's Hilux in National Mosque in Abuja.
That was true. That was true.
That person does not link to what that thief does not fear God.
So what is going on is Nigerians are watching it because this man is saying many things, exposing many people. Some people are even saying that it's our own SPN files. They should be careful. Yes, this man exposed them. But the way it's going, I think El-Rufai should go and clear his name from the EFCC. El-Rufai is not popular in Kaduna. When he was in Kaduna, he messed up with time. Atrocities. Many journalists were not even seen. You can't see them again. Because they wrote something else, say something against El-Rufai. That is things that you go and clear these allegations. Then the DSS cannot invite him to come and clear the air on how they're able to tap the phone of the NSC. So it's not political, but my warning and caution is that people should be careful with El-Rufai. El-Rufai is in the minds of the elite, the power brokers in the north. So you will say, Adetene, Kodeshewara, only Dawarano. So you should be very careful, meaning that the man he may not be able to do anything, but he can be a spoiler, ultimately. So they should handle it with care. In terms of security and corruption, you should face those things and stop going up and down.
I mean, there are allegations at the moment. So he who has learned to fear, works with a free mind. Or how
wow, I like how you have just created your own quote.
Wow, I don't know.
Who has got to
when this show started, you were saying you were learning colleague. I can now tell you.
So all the quotes in this world, is it not somebody that created them?
Please
stop. Allow me to enjoy myself.
Please, quote your own. He who has said it again so that we can trademark it for you.
It's fine. That time has gone.
We'll rewind it and watch. Let's go to another story still on this Nigeria. Rising debt. Economists say $47 billion reserves misleading. As we speak, I think it's high time those in government really come out and explain to Nigerians what's going on. There's also clear explanation, especially from economists, letting Nigerians know that some of these numbers that we're seeing cannot be fully trusted. There are calls to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics to also publish...
They've been very quiet on many issues.
Yes, on many issues.
Why are you
that they've not published a lot?
Budgets if you're not going to be giving us updates?
Exactly.
Why are you not doing your job?
So there's a lot. What's your take?
If you're telling your household that you're making more money, and it's not telling on them, it's not reflecting on them, and our way of life, to me, it makes no meaning. So they should tell us more. Our reserve is rising, foreign reserve is rising, and it's affecting the rate of the naira, I suppose, positively. But how is it affecting ordinary Nigerians on the street? That is the point. And why are we raising taxes. We're taxing more Nigerians, so we have more money abroad. These are the things I think should percolate positively to urban Nigerians.
And let's not forget, too, that we also have challenge with our debt servicing. Our debt servicing has increased.
Yeah, we're spending a huge chunk. And we're still borrowing. We just took a loan facility from Qatar a few weeks ago.
So we're borrowing.
Millions
and the
of
debt
dollars.
servicing is increasing. I mean, there's a chart here that says the capital appropriation then in 2016 was 28.7 billion naira. Okay? If you come down to currently as we speak, 2025, it's now 218.0 billion naira in terms of capital appropriation in billions. And everybody's wondering, I mean, economists, I think also the economists should do Nigerians a favor. They need to really go all out and possibly have conferences, sessions to break down these things to Nigerians. I think the reality is being hidden, whether we like it or not, because you cannot be borrowing, but your debt servicing is increasing. You say you're making more money. I mean, we had a guest journalist. He talked about the 40.7 trillion that was made by one of the government agencies, saying that they've hit their quota. The president even come out to say, "Oh, we're not borrowing again."
So it was like two different statements.
You are borrowing again.
Let me shock you. I have some guys in Abuja who are senior.
Not phone tapping though.
Senior officials.
Okay.
In these ministries, they've not released their budget money till now. No, because on this program.
I mean, that's what they've been saying at the budget defense.
The defense chiefs are complaining that they've not released their money.
And these are some of the issues they've been highlighting.
So what is going on?
Defense. And part of it is what we are doing, Johnson, telling the whole world through your platform that something is wrong.
Something is wrong.
In charge of our economy, come and tell us what is really going on.
Something is wrong.
If you look at
and that should lead also your second lead on this Nigeria. Your second lead presupposes that the debate is still raging and is still on the top of the table. The issue of making Nigeria electoral process transparent, credible, and free and fair. It's not on election day. It's the process into the election. And people are saying that now, if you cannot come up with your own, use the version of the reps, out of reps. Transfer this electronically in real time. Make it mandatory.
Exactly.
Allow INEC to decide on their own. So I know that there's nothing you can do. There's nothing like a caveat that if it's not working, use the manual. No. Make it mandatory, explicitly in the Constitution. That after the election, all the control centers and the party representatives, we agreed on this, we are sent immediately. It can be done. If it's not, and people are saying, again, for example, I would like staff, that this is the way to go. The Nigeria should not allow them. If you know you have all the APC governors, senators in your part of the side of the ring, then for goodness sake, allow this to be fair and fair.
Have you seen the candidate in Benue State threatening people ahead of the elections, FCT polls, telling people that if you don't vote for APC,
you will not
be dealt with?
Activists they've won Wiki. And this is not Port Harcourt.
But this is not the first time I've seen this kind of thing. There was also allegations of the ones that they were telling civil servants.
Abuja is not Port Harcourt. They will be careful.
Okay, let's take a look at that video. And then
make sure it's free and fair.
Listen to this.
The party that is good for us in Aga so that we can remain and get our people here is APC. If you know that it's not collect our APC card, go and collect it. Collect because tomorrow when you are going to look for admission in one school, APC, the president of this country, APC. We have 36 states, and then for SCT 37. 30 governors are already what? APC, plus SCT 31, and they are still coming. I'm a pastor of Chia, running the Yakaba, me no matter, on the new people, the Cabello, my so what you do, never receive what you do, they can
So that's the Benue House of Assembly member telling people to vote for APC and not ADC, that if you don't vote for APC, you will not get jobs, you will not qualify to get all the gains and benefits that will come from the federal government in other words, it's like a threat.
This one and the Agboros that go out.
There's another video
no
of ADC trying to set up their small gathering where they are going to celebrate, and then thugs came in and disrupted them. You know, it's starting to look ugly as time goes by. Elections have not started yet.
Let me tell you something.
Before you respond, let's quickly go on a break. When we come back, we'll have your response. We're still reviewing the papers. We have a few more minutes to wrap up the show. Mr. Habib Aruna, you were about to speak to...
Yes, I will say something.
Yes.
You see, I mean, as a journalist...
You are right in the intersection between journalists and politicians.
Someone who has managed the image of a governor. Not only a governor, Lagos State governor. These politicians, they watch and they are afraid of the media. And that is why I've been saying and insisting that media should do their work. You know that Tinubu reads papers first thing in the morning. Not like Buhari. So what you guys are putting out, they are seeing it. Now the time I was in the program on TVC for the 2020 elections, I was on the program justifying the primaries of APC. And Tinubu was watching. Tinubu said they should increase the volume, include the toilet. No one want to do with confidence to do it himself. They have to increase the volume. They are watching these things. So what the media is doing is very, very important. Putting these guys on their toes and making them to be accountable to the people. They see it. So let's keep on doing it. Please, let's keep on doing it. They are watching.
February 21 will prove to be very pivotal. Remember that in Abuja, it's always a different ball game. The FCT council elections will hold. Already, the FCT minister has warned anybody that supports, any other party will be in trouble.
That's a statement that was strongly criticized yesterday. At people in Abuja.
Is that allowed?
How will you even say that in the first place?
Labour Party defeated them. I know ruling party has won the election in Abuja. We guys should just be very careful. You should not be trending on this kind of space. You should be very, very careful. Allow it to be free and fair. Let people of FCT decide, not be influenced by anybody. The man should be careful, and Nigerians are watching.
Okay, let's move to our final paper this morning, The Punch. The Punch has at the top there, we'll just take one story. We have 2 minutes to go, just 2 minutes. I think we'll just focus on National Assembly moves to shift presidential poll to February 13. What's your take? INEC releases dates.
No, it's because of the fasting. We start fasting on Thursday. So people like us cannot drink tea again on the show the next 1 month.
Okay.
So it's a normal thing. They came up with their timetable, which is normal. But I'm not sure they were mindful of some of the dates. So they've been reminded, and they're not consulting and go back to it so that to allow Muslims to fully participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
something that they can work on.
It's clear. Well, on that note, we would wrap up Monday's edition of Breakfast Central.
Yes,
it's
we
been
will.
quite interesting, I must say. I want to say thank you to all who had dropped a comment or two, and those who also called in. Unfortunately, the other numbers couldn't get through. Thank you so much, Mr. Habib Aruna, for being here.
A pleasure.